Hey guys, welcome to my channel. By popular request, we're gonna get a little crazy. I'm gonna grab an eye palette out and I have my basic makeup on. Don't really have an eye done, I just have a little bit of white powder set. I had just finished doing another makeup video. If you guys have not seen this product, run, don't walk, and get it. This is, look at how much I've used. I've done my makeup like quite a few times with it actually though. But I wasted a lot too. Because I filmed 2 different videos with it and didn't like it and washed it off. Actually, there's still pretty much in there. You don't get a whole lot in here, unfortunately. I don't know where the box is. But anyway, this is that BECCA, that HYDRA mist. If you haven't watched that video, go ahead and watch it. Anyway, I'm going to grab a palette out and let's do something a little crazy. Not really going anywhere today. Not really anything to do. So I'm going to do an eye look. Let me grab a palette out here. You know what? Let's grab a new palette out. I have not used this palette. I don't know how this is going to turn out. These are colors that are totally out of my comfort zone. It is a very nice palette. I need to do a video on it anyway. I have swatched it, so I can't get it open. I'm always careful with the box because unless I decide I'm going to keep it when I spend this much on a palette, I save the box until the 30 days is up that I can return it. I'm terrible. Anyway, Natasha Denona. This is her new tropical palette. And if you have not seen this, it is beautiful. There we go. Sorry about my finger. Be patient. It will heal. I'm being patient. Okay. God, it's so hard to do hooded eyes, guys. I will tell you, I sit and stare in the mirror and I have to kind of like, I will look at my eye and just kind of map up. My eyes are swollen right now, so this is going to be a little bit even more difficult. But I'm going to try to do the best I can with what I've got. That's what I tell you guys all the time. Oh, excuse me. I'm still having trouble with my stomach. Alright guys, let's go ahead and start. I'm going to start with this pastel melon right here. I'm just going to lay down a base to get started. I love her stuff. It is so pigmented. And so, look at how easy. That just blends so pretty. Now, keep in mind, I have extremely hooded eyes. And for me to show you an eye look, I have to almost kind of hold my eye up a little bit to do some of the looks I like to do. I need to find a friend of mine that has good eyelids that will let me do her makeup on camera. How about that? So if you are in the Orlando area and you would like to volunteer and you have nice eyelids or even partially hooded eyes, I mean, if your eyes are not extremely hooded like mine, and you would like to come over and have me do your eye makeup on camera, let me know. Because I need somebody with decent eyes. Anyway, I'm going to lay that color down. Now I'm going to add a little bit of color to that. I'm going to darken it up. And I'm going to go right in here. This is called Fake Tan. Oh, I love these colors. I love the names that she gives. That may not be dark enough. Yeah. Now, when you're doing more of a dramatic eye look, you know, you might not see much of a change in the color. But what I'm doing is I'm building a gradient to it helps with making it look more blended than it actually is with dark colors. Now, a lot of you guys have talked about you've tried to do dark eye looks and they just don't come out right. Now, I'm going to explain to you why they don't. One of the things, if you see, can you see where I went from that melon color into the tan lines? How it just slightly darkened. Now, I'm going to go into the next color, which is going to be a little darker than that. I'm going to go into This is when I'm going to start adding more color in. Now, right now, I have kind of a peachy, pinky, that tone. More of a naturally kind of tone. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start bringing this purple into it. Just to kind of help to darken this up. I'm not going to use this purple to really change the look. But see how I just changed the tone of that? What I'm doing is changing the tone of the shadow color. I'm not even using much of it, but what I'm doing is just changing the tone. How I had more pinky tones. Now I'm kind of layering this on to try to get me into a little darker tone. See how that did? We still have that peachy tone up here, which you can even tone that down a little bit just by slightly putting some. See how I'm getting more, starting to get more red browns tones by mixing it? Now's when you want to decide which route we want to go, okay? I'm wanting to use this mint green color here. So, in order to get to this mint green tone, I'm going to have to probably go into a little blue. So, I'm going to go into this Laguna right here. I'm going to dip that off. I'm going to bring this Laguna here. And I'm just going to bring it. This stuff is so pigmented. When I tell you, you do not need a lot. You do not. I actually grabbed a little bit more than I wanted. But see now, see how I've turned that tone? I've turned that tone more green. Even though I've used blue, I've turned that more green. Now, if you see how slowly and gradually I'm changing tones in the shadow, I watch these other YouTubers and it really, I love their looks. Don't get me wrong. I have nothing bad to say about their end result. I just do not see where it's a tutorial. Okay, to me they're becoming very commercialized and they're just becoming, they're showing you beginning, boom, boom, boom. Here you go. I'm not doing that. My videos tend to be a little longer. This is going to be just a strict eye video. Now, you see, I'm not getting a whole lot of fallout down here. My eyes look terrible. I still got that thing going on. Now, you see how I'm bringing a little more blue in, and I'm almost getting an aqua color. Now, I'm getting a little brass up top. I'm getting too much of a line. Now, I'm going to go into my little color switch. And I usually have this on this side of my palette, so I can just go back here and do this. It just makes it so much easier, but I am so scared I'll drop this palette. So, that's why I'm not doing it with this one. I'm too scared to drop this palette. $150. Okay, now, the color I went in before this was tan lines. So, I'm going to tap into tan lines here, and I'm just going to tap a little bit into there, and I'm going to dust that off. And I'm going to come right above, and all I'm doing is softening out that line. I'm softening out that line right there, because I want to keep that line really soft up here. Keep that line real soft. Now keep in mind, I'm not doing an editorial look. I'm doing a wearable glam look. If you want to see some crazy, editorial look, I don't really do those. Maybe one day I will. I've never really tried them. Now I'm just going to come in and make sure I've got that blended. You want to make sure you have it even. Now with hooded eyes, I always tip my eyes back. It's hard because I sit so low. And my mirror sits lower. I hold my eyelid up. Now see how I've got gradients of color. But I still have very soft lines, okay? You're going to have a line, okay? You're going to have a line where it goes from color to color because you're changing colors. I mean, you're you can't be absolutely perfect blending it where it doesn't look like, you know, it doesn't look like you've done anything. Everybody's like, oh, you can see a line. You're going to see a slight line. You're going to see a slight gradient. Now, you do still want to see that. I like to see that very base color that I use always. I like to make sure to not lose that in it up there. And you don't want this to get too muddy right here, where it's just not pretty anymore. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead. They don't give you a black in here. And I don't want to go brown. I don't want to bring brown into it. That's the only thing this palette does not have, is a black tone. So I'm going to go ahead and grab, this is this Laura Lee's palette, and she's got Oddball, which is a great black. I use this black a lot. Now, with blacks, you don't want to ruin your whole eye look. So we're just going to, this is the e.l.f. crease brush, okay? If you watch what I did, I just took it and I just pushed it in. I have very little product on there, and tap it off. And we're just going to layer that. See how I'm barely doing anything there? That's okay. It's black. You can quickly ruin this whole look. Okay. That was a little heavier than I wanted to bring in, but I'm just right at that lash line. I just dropped my brush. I don't want to pick up, I hate picking brushes up. Sorry guys, hold on a second. Oh my God. I have such bad hands for my nerves. It's gone. Alright, I have another one of those brushes. Hold on one second. That is like the perfect brush for that too. e.l.f. crease brush. I don't have another one in here, damn it. No, I don't know where the other one went. Shoot. Sugarfoot! Okay, what do we got here? Okay, this is the blending eye brush. It's the same kind of, it's too big though. It's not what I want. I want that e.l.f. crease brush. What is this? Oh, wait, here. Is this it? Yep, here, e.l.f. crease brush. Why does that one look smushed? Oh, because I just brushed them and I didn't puff that one back up. Okay. Back in with the e.l.f. crease brush. Same thing. You're going to tap into that color. I always make sure to tap it off. I will even as much as tap it onto my hand back here. Sometimes I'll tap a little color and tap it back here. And I'm just going to go right along that lash line, keeping it very smoky with that black. Same thing over here. We're just going to come in right. You want to keep it very tight at that lash line. The reason why I tell you to keep it tight at the lash line, because the closer you keep to the lash line, the less chance you will have to ruin the whole eye look. You can always build that back up. See, now you got it close to that lash line. Now what I'm going to do is, there's no more product on here. I just have what's on my lid, and I'm going to work that up here. You don't need any more product. You got plenty on that lid, because we're not doing a real black look. What I'm doing is just adding dimension with this. Now I have hooded eyes, keep in mind, so I've got to relax that eye. I've got a little bit of product still here, not really much. You do not dip back in the palette to do this. Relax your eye, look straight into the mirror the way you would look at somebody like when you're out. And what you're going to do is lightly brush that corner. Now, what I did is, I got where, see where I decided where that sets? And I'm making a eye corner right here. Don't lift your lid. See, and I'm just smoking it up to that line. I'm kind of giving a little triangle there. I'm going to go back in, pick up some product, start out right at that lash line. I always start out the lash line. When I pick up product, I always hit the lash line first, just so I don't mess up my look. Now, I determine how much is on my brush. I always determine how much is on my brush on my eye. Right here. Now, relax the eye again. I'm out of product, though. Tap it off. Tap the lash line. Okay, relax the eye. Relax the eye. I have to keep telling myself to do that. I'm so bad about it. And all you're going to do, I just mark it right there so I can see where that was. Then I lift my eyes up and I just smoke it up to that line. See? I mark it like this and bring the eye up. See where I put that? And then I just smoke it up to that. Now you can actually, at this point you can go in with a fluffier brush. Oh, I love the fact all my brushes are clean. Now I'm working with dark colors, so I like to make sure I have a light color here. This is a clean brush. Now what I'm going to do, oh, I don't like that one, sorry. I like real fluffy brushes to do looks like this. All right, now I'm just going to come in circles right here, and I'm going to make sure that I don't have any harshness right in here. There we go. See, I gave it a nice, pretty, kind of smoky look. I'm trying to, there you go. See how I got a nice little smoky look in the corner? Nice gradient up into everything else. I'm going to come back in with the original. This is the first brush I had. You always want to keep a clean, I always keep 1 or 2 clean brushes, and I like to have light colored white or like light gray where you can see the product on them. Black brushes are okay, but I just don't like to fool with them too much. I'm going to tap into this pastel melon and just tap into tan lines a little bit. Tap that off, and I'm going to come up here in this little corner. I'm just going to blend that top line one last time. There we go. I'm going to check it in the mirror. Now, I'm going to grab the Urban Decay. This is that finger brush I'm always talking about. And I'm going to go into, I love this color. Let's see how this color does on here. I haven't tried it, so. Let's try this first this way. And I'm going to come and I'm going to start on the inner corner of the lid and sweep that over. I'm only coming halfway. I'm putting the bulk of the color over here and then sweeping it in, and I'm stopping right here. I'm going to stop it there. There's a line there, but we're going to fix that. I am going to grab my Fix Plus, and I'm just going to lightly spray on my brush. Actually, I grabbed my primer water because it happened to be right here. I'm going to tap that brush just because of the type of brush that says I like to have it moved around. I'm going to tap back into that color, come here into the corner, and I'm going to pack it into that corner. Come into the other side, same thing. I'm going to pack that into that corner. Pack that in there. Don't you make the funniest faces when you do this? Anyway, there we go. Pack that into the corner. I love, Natasha Denona makes beautiful, beautiful shadows. Her and Pat McGrath are just amazing with these shadows. Now that I have that laid down, I'm just going to lightly track that color over into, see where I'm just tracking it in lightly over here just to kind of blend that edge. I'm going to soften that edge. You can also come back in. You can come back in with this color, and you can tap into here a little bit, and you can just kind of pop that right in the center. I'm just tapping there, popping that right on the center. And there you go. The only other thing I would suggest, I'm going to highlight the corner. I like to use a very small brush. This is a liner brush by I don't know who. I would not use that as a liner. But I'm going to take this yellow color here. This is, what is this called? Oh, Limoncello. Limoncello. It's a neat name. And I'm going to bring that right here in the corner. And I'm just going to lightly tap that. I'm not going to go crazy into there. I just want a light little pop of highlight. See where I just lightly pop of highlight just to kind of open that eye up there. Now before I started, I actually did have some liner on my bottom lid. I had in my waterline Smashbox Sumatra is what I had. And what I did with that black, if you notice when I was down on the bottom, I did kind of smudge it down into here. You can also take that yellow and just highlight. You can pop a little highlight right here. Now you don't want to go too much with that yellow color because you don't want to go, you don't want to get it, you know, clowny looking. You don't want to go crazy because you have a dark kind of sultry look with this. Now we took a palette like this and got a very deep, very sultry look with it. Now, someone on here said that that palette didn't have a lot of pigment. Now, that palette's got a lot of pigment. That thing packs some pigment, don't you guys think? I'm going to go back in one last time with, oh, sorry guys, I'm trying not to, I need it. There's a certain brush. I love using this little brush. They call this a concealer brush from e.l.f. and it's tiny. I wouldn't use this for concealer. But I'm just going to lay this on that black, just like we did before. Just lay it on there. You're not even going to rub it. And I'm going to come here in this little corner. My eye's watering and I don't like that. I'm just going to kind of smoke out that corner a little bit more. That's all I'm going to do. Because I don't do liners. I don't do heavy liners. You don't need heavy liners. There we go. I just smoked out the corner just a little more to give myself just a little more definition over here. See right there. Now, I did that, but I still want to come in. I'm going to come in with the brush that I put that, this is what we used the limoncello on. I dusted that off first though. And I'm going to use that just to smoke this out a little more. I'm having a hard time because my eye's watering. Been having problems with my eyes all day watering, and when my eyes are already irritated, it gets worse when I put makeup on. But there you go. The other thing you can do, you can clean this up with a makeup wipe there in the corner. You can also do a little heavier liner. You can do falsies at this point. I'm not doing falsies. I'm just grabbing my favorite Perversion mascara from Urban Decay, and I found another one of these. These are like their trial sample, deluxe sample size. There is something different about the formula in here, I'm telling you. But I'm going to go ahead and just do my lashes. I don't do long, crazy lashes, guys. I have long enough lashes. I'm not putting falsies on. I'm too old for all that. I got lip injections. That's fake enough for me. There we go. And you know what? I think my eye look looks good enough that I don't need falsies to make the look. I hate when people say that. That falsies make the eye look. Yeah, they cover the eye look up and all you're really seeing is the lashes. Heck, my lashes are so damn big. When I put a dark mascara on like this, look how dark that darkens the heck out of them. This eye, you can almost not see this eye. My eyes look so damn dark. I am going to clean up that little corner though. Like I said, I don't have any makeup wipes in here though. But I am going to clean up that area when I go into the bathroom. But that is the look. I did a dramatic eye look for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. And make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like my video. And I will see you soon. Love you guys. Bye. Guys, I normally don't do bonuses or outros to my video, but look at my skin. This is hours later after doing the BECCA foundation or BECCA powder video, and I just wanted to show you guys in natural light. Look at this, and this is hours later. I did that. It is now 5 o'clock in the evening, and I did that video, God, like 9 o'clock this morning. And I've been cleaning my house. I've been cleaning my house like this. Girl, tell me, would you clean your house like this? But look, I mean, my husband came home and he said, "Girl, your skin, what did you do?" And I said, "I know, I like it." But look at that. If you have mature skin, and here, I'll even take my glasses off because I was having a hard time with around my eyes. Look at that. I even catch it like in the bad light. There you go. You want to see it in the bad? I'll show you bad lighting. Like, show every detail lighting. Look at that. I'm 48 years old. My skin looks pretty damn good. It hasn't looked this good in many, many years. It looks so smooth. And it seems like the longer I have this foundation on, I mean, I keep saying foundation, I'm sorry. The longer I have this powder on, the better it seems to look. God, I don't even wash my face when I get home. I'm gonna eat dinner like this. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. I hope you guys try this powder. It is seriously worth it. You guys know I don't bullshit you. Can't bullshit a bullshitter. That's all I say. And you guys know how to snuff them out. You know, so many of these girls on here don't show you a true tutorial on stuff. They show you basically part of an eye look and the ending of an eye look and go, "Look what I did." Yeah, I don't want to see what you did. I want to see how you did it. Show me. Love you guys.